Plugging the leaks is a tried and tested tool that has been developed by the New Economics Foundation to help local people understand what is going on in their local economy, to consider how the money enters and leaves their local area economy, and how to make it work for their local community. Plugging the leaks is based on a concept of a leaky bucket, and the workshops can help identify the steps the community needs to take to improve their local area economy.
Plugging the Leaks workshops are participative, and it is important to involve as many local people as possible. You may want to engage a consultant or a development agency to help facilitate the process. You may already have your defined area, group of villages, or a community in mind. If not, you will need to agree what geographical area you are going to cover. When you identify your stakeholders, make sure you have a good cross-section of people from your community, local organisations, local businesses, and municipality representatives who are willing to come together to take part in the workshops. The second step is workshop preparation. Cover your basics. Decide on when and where you will hold the workshop, how long it will take, for example, a couple of hours, one evening or two. Source equipment and material for the workshop, flip chart paper, post-it notes, pens, paper, workshop invitations, posters for advertising and refreshments, if you like. Map out what you already have, anything to do with the local economy that might be helpful, for instance, local business directories, or create a map of the local businesses in your area. So step 3 is the workshop activities. Agree how you will structure the workshop activities. We suggest small groups of 5 or 6. Agree timings for each activity and how you will feed back to the plenary. Allow participants to vote on priorities for the projects that will be developed. These workshops are usually fun and can be adapted to the group's needs. Workshops create a lively atmosphere and people will be buzzing with ideas and possibilities. So the final step is to make sure that you maintain progress. Make sure you agree next steps, which can include setting up thematic working groups or a reporting structure, and agreeing how you will communicate with the wider community. For example, through project plans, maybe a local economic development initiative, and also identifying who can help, who may not have been able to attend the workshop.
There are several workshop activities in the Plugging the Leak process, and we can start with Money Go Round. The aim of this activity is to show how money can circulate in a local economy and why it doesn't, and also look at the multiplier effect. The more time money circulates in the local economy, the better for the community. For example, on €100 income, if 80% stays locally, this generates a value of €500. If only 20% stays locally, this only generates €125. The leaky bucket explores and identifies how money flows and leaks out of the local economy. Participants use sticky notes to identify flows, where the money comes from, and leaks, where the money goes out. Sticky notes are then placed above and below the bucket accordingly. Participants discuss ideas in their groups. Similar ideas can be clustered together, and a representative from each group feedbacks to the rest of the workshop participants. Here we are looking at ways to keep money in the local economy for longer and how to stop money leaving the local economy. Working with ideas identified as leaks, participants will explore and suggest how to plug them. Ideas can be really simple, such as sourcing your vegetables locally, or more complex, such as creating local business cooperatives. Working in the groups, the plug ideas are discussed, clustered, and placed in the middle of the bucket. Designing the plug tree. Here, participants start thinking in more detail about how the leak plugs would work and about needs of their local area. Based on the New Economics Foundation's irrigation analogy, the irrigation channels activity helps generate ideas on how major income streams, main irrigation channels, can be used to benefit local people and businesses. Participants will need to think about how to make the most of money coming into the area, focusing on the local respend. Ideas are discussed, for example, training needs, marketing, local purchasing, and skills. Think of these as shovels needed to dig smaller irrigation channels to distribute the economic wealth across the local area. This workshop activity can be omitted, and the groups can progress from the plug tree activity straight into the project planning stage if short of time.
So the final things to do, which will take you the most time, are to go from ideas to action. This is where the project planning really starts. A priority theme or idea is chosen by each project group from the plug tree. Project strengths and opportunities, challenges, resources, including things like skills and training, actions and timescales are discussed. At the end of the workshop, don't forget to agree the next steps, including establishing a working group, capturing project ideas in a development plan, communicating with the wider community, and assigning actions to individuals.